We're live. I think we are. We better be. Okay. This is my second attempt at going live on this one. Well, first time worked, technically speaking, you know, it was streaming. However, then it occurred to me that I could record a quick video for the main Guitar Quackery channel and include something in that other video. So I stopped the live stream, and I think I could delete that live stream. We're going to start from the beginning now. This is an Ibanez RG550. It's been played a lot, but it has not been maintained. So there's a lot of string cheese, you know, which is not the Mexican string cheese you buy at a grocery store, but the cheese that you see on strings. And I can even show you some close-ups before I remove the strings and start cleaning the guitar. Yeah, I want to show you some close-ups because the build-up is quite heavy. So here we go. These are the strings. Yeah, as you can see, there's plenty of you know, sometimes I call it biofilm, and sometimes I call it string cheese. It's the cheese that we find on guitar strings, and it's not a dairy product. Interestingly, I had a guitar with a lot of biofilm on the strings just a few days ago here, and I recorded a little video for, you know, the main channel. Now we're going to remove those strings. The guitar is missing some hardware. Here we can see it is in fact missing you know, this hardware. So I can just loosen the strings. I'm going to use a string winder. The reason why I don't just cut the strings off is I want to make sure that the tuning machines actually work before I do too much work on the guitar. Oh, and also, you see, I forgot. I want to make sure that the truss rod works before I do any work on the guitar whatsoever. So that's something that is in fact important. So I'm going to remove the truss rod cover and test the truss rod. I can even remove this. We don't need this for now. The string tree retainer. Okay, so I'm pushing it down with my thumb as I loosen these screws because we're doing this under full string tension. Okay, and we are going to place this right here. And now let's remove the truss rod cover. Okay. It's stripped a little bit, so here. There you go. Okay. I'm going to put the screws here. It's going to be a I thought it was going to be a 4mm truss rod wrench, but I was mistaken. It isn't. Okay, so I need a socket wrench for this one, and I do have socket wrenches here in all sizes except the one I need. Let's see. It must be this size. Maybe. it looks about right. No, it's too small. No problem. So let's try this one. It's interesting because this is an Ibanez wrench that came with an Ibanez guitar, but I'm unable to use it. So what's up with that? This one doesn't work. You know, I was actually joking when I said that I have every size except the one I need. But now I'm thinking, well, this one's going to be too small, but yeah, and this one's going to be too big. So this is a problem. I can't even adjust the truss rod, and it should be this one. Yeah. Well, this came from an Ibanez kit. Well, that's a problem. That is, in fact, a problem. I think I can show. I think I jinxed it because I said that thing before, that I have every single one except the one I need. Man, that's why you should always be careful what you say, or even what you think. Yeah, so this streaming does add a little bit to the time, but it does document, well, everything that I do. Here you have a close-up. As you can see, this is the right size, but it doesn't fit because the truss rod wrench is too close to the bottom. So I'm not really sure how that happened, but it did happen. I don't think this truss rod's ever been adjusted. In fact, I'm sure it's never been adjusted. I'm sure of it. This is what I see. There's not enough space under. So it feels like I need to lift, or maybe remove some material, some wood. Yeah, I did have to modify a truss rod wrench for a similar situation. As you can see, well, here I should zoom out and refocus. Okay, so I had to grind the bottom of this one, and I saved it, but I think that that's the wrong size. So let's see. Oh no, look at that. It fit. Now, this is a very fortunate coincidence. This is just one example how a simple task can actually add time to the whole project. So here, okay. Once again, this is modified. It's been ground on this side. So now I can actually fit it here. All right. Now, let's go back to my previous statement. I always check if the truss rod works before I do any work on the guitar. Now imagine if I had done all, well, not all the work, but you know, a lot of the work, cleaning, etc. And then, okay, so now let me adjust the truss rod. Boom, doesn't work. Okay, so it's good practice to always check the truss rod first. And that's also why I check the tuning machines. Okay, I just want to make sure they all work. I'm not afraid of, you know, damaging the neck by cutting the strings off. It's not going to damage the neck. It's not. But I do a full turn of the shaft on each single one of them as I remove the strings, just to make sure that they work. Because if they don't, I want to know in advance before I do any work on the guitar. Okay, so now we can attempt to adjust the truss rod. And hopefully it's going to be more than just an attempt. I'm going to place this neck block here at the heel of the neck to support the guitar so that I don't add additional relief on the neck. And with a straight edge and some feeler gauges, I'm going to measure the relief on the 8th fret. Now before I do that, I want to, well, I'm going to do a level crown and polish on this guitar anyway, but I just want to make sure that I don't have a high fret in this area. This is a little bit uneven here, a little bit of rocking, but you know, it's acceptable. So now let's measure our relief. Here we have, I don't know, 12 1/1007 inch of relief. Okay, this is what I measured, 12 1/1007 inch. And now we're going to take this same feeler gauge and try to use it on the other side, on the treble side. It does pass, 12 does pass. Next one, 13 passes, 14 passes, 16 barely passes. I mean, I can feel that it's kind of rubbing. So which one is the next one? 18 does not. So once again, 16 does pass. That's the feeler gauge that does pass, and it is 16 1/1007 inch. Okay, so we have a differential relief. We have more relief on the treble side than we do on the bass side. Now we wanna adjust the truss rod. So why don't I try to do that? Okay, we want to crank it up, but we want to release the tension first. I forgot to do that. Oh man, I am nervous because of the streaming. I'm still learning the streaming business. Okay, so it is a little stiff. Okay, and now let's see. So we had 16 1/1000ths on that side. We use the same feeler gauge. It's getting stuck. 14, 13, and 12. So we do know that the truss rod works. We need to crank it up a little more. Now, why don't I show you from this angle here? So we measured 12. Now it should be, how about 8? We'll try 8. $11 does not pass, 8 does pass. And on this side we should have less. So 8, oh no, 8 is passing. Look at that. 11 isn't. So this is an interesting situation. I've encountered this before. When the truss rod is loose, you have, you know, an asymmetrical fretboard, more relief on one side. But then when you actually put some tension on the truss rod, it kind of evens out the situation, the tension. I don't know. So this is the truss rod wrench we need to use. And now we need to remove the strings. So once again, I'm going to test every single tuning machine. Okay, works fine. So I'm looking at this little protrusion of the string, okay, and I do want it to make a full turn. Okay, so yes, I am going only in one direction. So a full test would be to do it both ways. But here, I'm just doing it in one direction. So by the way, these are, I think, 14-to-1 ratio tuning machines. So this means 14 times, 14 turns on this, and will equal 1 turn here. So let's see, it's pointing in this direction, this little thing. Maybe I could zoom in for you. How about that? All right. Yeah, okay. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Did it make a full turn? It's hard to tell now that it's loose. I think it's a 14-to-1. Okay. Should be a 14-to-1. Okay. So that's that. Now I need to loosen those springs, maybe. Oh, by the way, the guitar does have a crack here. I'll show you at the headstock. We do have some stripped screws here. Yeah, so these screws are stripped. I'm going to grab a screwdriver. I'm not even sure if it's the right size. Yeah, that's the right size. And remove this, okay? So this is a good example that shows why you should always use the correct tools on anything, you know, especially on guitars, so you don't strip the heads of the screws. Okay, and now I need to remove these springs. There is a tool for this removal, but needle nose pliers will do just fine. Okay, I was just saying that you need to use the right tool for the job. Well, I think this is the right tool for the job in this case, right? Okay, so I'm holding the Floyd Rose like this, and now we will remove the strings from the back. Oh, we could even remove the strings from here, just remove the whole Floyd. Here, I'm just going to cut them. Yeah, I'm sure you want to see what I'm doing. So, I'll admit, yes, the streaming does add a little time to the whole thing, but because I need to change camera angle and okay. I don't really need to do it this way, but I am doing it this way because I want to save those strings with the cheese on them for the Museum of Guitar Quackery. Yeah, I save things like that sometimes. One thing that I recently saved is this nut, okay, which will appear in a video on the Guitar Quackery channel. Yeah, it's a video that I'm redoing. It's about fillings on a guitar nut. Okay. All right. Now, I can simply remove the Floyd. Okay, the strings are still attached. And I can, what should I do? Now I can put the guitar in its case, and let's just clean the Floyd Rose assembly. This is the case. It's an Ibanez case. I'm not sure if it's the original case. It looks kind of new, but that's the case it came in. Okay, here it is. All right, so we've learned a few things about the guitar. It does have a little issue with the truss rod, but a modified truss rod wrench does the trick. Checking my battery on my computer. I'm good. I don't need to recharge it yet. Now, this is the tool I'm going to use to clean the Floyd. Okay. Let's set it up over here. Yeah. Here we go. This is the repair vise. Okay. I always put a Floyd Rose in a repair vise whenever I work on a Floyd Rose. When I do the cleaning part. And now we need to loosen these so that we can remove the strings. And I do have the original. Again, yeah, I need to reorganize this. So hold on, is this the one? No, that's not the one. No, it is the one. Okay, so here, you see, Prestige. Now, we can just loosen this. Oh man, yeah, it's better this way. Okay, so now I can remove all of the strings from the saddles, and I can save them for the Museum of Guitar Quackery. And I have another set right there on the floor Where should I put these? How about here? It's history on those strings, right? History. Yeah, so all I need to do with this right now is cleaning. So let me get organized. Here. Hey man, I have a toothbrush. Now I'll let you in on a secret. Here's a secret. I never use this toothbrush on my teeth. Okay, that's the secret. Okay, I only use it on guitar hardware. So this is a preliminary little, cleaning. But that's not gonna do much. We do need to disassemble the whole thing. And we need to keep track of all the parts. And somewhere I have the tray that I just used. Yeah, right here. Okay, so this is a very interesting tray. It came from a grocery store. And I use it for, this job. Now, if you look at the tray, what do you see? Let's count these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 compartments on both sides. It's like it's made for guitar work, right? I couldn't have designed a better tray for guitar work. Okay. Be careful with these when you work on a relic guitar, because want to make sure that. So now here's the thing. Every part goes in its compartment. I just removed the screw and the washer. Okay. And I can put it here. And now I can remove this screw. And I can put it here. Now it is a little bit crowded, so if you were to design one of those, you could make a better design. But okay, so I'll leave the screws together for now. Okay. So let's first loosen the screws. Make sure that they do move. All of them. It's important to disassemble the whole thing. So one interesting thing about this tool is that it has a grip like this, so that you can turn it more easily, right? So when I do this, you can see how I'm turning it. So the grip makes it easier. And this screw is, oh no, it's not missing the washer. The washer's here. Okay. Look at that, right? Yeah. So this guitar does need a little extra TLC, tender love and care. That's what some guitars need. This one is one of them. And, I'm happy to do it. yeah, for a fee. I do have an additional fee for this. Well, it's only fair because I'm, spending more time. But it's all part of the job. Yeah. C'est un métier. It's a profession. Oh, this is getting stuck. Oh no. Okay. I removed it. Okay. So I'm happy to see that that the threads are not stripped. That's good. It's gonna need work, but just cleaning. I do want to point out the fact that there is a small part here that should not be lost, right? Because without it, it's not gonna work, right? So for now, I leave it inside. And then when we clean it, we'll keep track of it. Now, it's not going to fall out, right? Because it's like this. And here, we can now clean this part. Just preliminary cleaning. I'm going to remove this from the trim block. Oh, I do have the screwdriver right here. This is pretty straightforward removal process. So these screws were completely loose. This one was completely loose. Let me show you from the other angle. I'm not really sure, so I just twisted. Look at that, completely loose. And this one almost completely loose. So this is a good reason why we need to remove all the saddles, because we want to make sure that these are in fact tight, which they weren't. Okay. We're gonna give it a full cleaning. All right, man. We are getting there. Okay. Okay, and another thing that's completely loose is this. Okay, so let me remove this. Let's try to focus. And you see, completely loose. And that can't be. So let's see. Which way does it go? Yeah, I'm confused. Okay, I think, well, now it's tight like that. So I guess that's how it is. We need a coin, maybe, to tighten this. Yeah, just like that. Okay, now it's tight. And now, first thing, we are going to clean this. Mosquito. Man. Okay, I have my deadly weapon here, but this one escaped. Right. Where's my spray? I just used it for something else. Let me think. I think I left it outside. I just used it for something. Oh, here it is. This is the spray. So the spray that I use. Oh, and I should remove these as well. These are the fine-tuning screws. So it's getting crowded there, but yeah, we should remove. Oh, this one is stock. No, they're not coming out. That's how it is sometimes. I think it's by design. Yeah, no problem. Okay. This. Okay, so we remove the dust, and now we wash it. We give it a little bath. Just like that. And we wipe it down. It does have a mounting plate here, which is the plate with the threaded connections for those screws that we removed, and it is mounted onto the bridge plate. So we want to make sure that those are tight. Well, I have a set of jeweler's screwdrivers here. I have another set over there, but these are better. So let's see which one. 3.0, I think that's maybe the one. Let's see if it fits. Yeah, I think so. All we want to do is just make sure that these are tight. Yeah, they are. Okay, no problem at all. Okay, put this tool away before the boogeyman comes and takes it. It's hot. All right, so I cleaned the bridge plate, and now I can clean these individually. Okay. So I'm just going to remove this screw, maybe wipe it down. Now I gotta make sure I don't use the lose, not use the whatchamacallit piece. It's right here. There's not much wear and tear on it, which means the strings were never changed, which is why we had all that biofilm on the strings, string cheese. So I'll do this, and then I will reassemble. This was a production video, however you want to call those videos that I do for the main channel. I wouldn't be showing you every single one of them, but I am live streaming this one, so. And we've been streaming for how long now? 40 minutes. I can see here, and for 15 seconds. 40 minutes and 15 seconds. I got 2 more to go. And then I will reassemble the Floyd. Now here I see some damage. It's just, surface damage, and I think the best way to show you is through the microscope. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. So you see here, there's a little bit of rust. Yeah, it's from the sweat, I think. That's what it is. So this, there's another mosquito. How do I know it's another, not the same one? There's 2 species of mosquitoes here. The big ones and the small ones. This was a small one, and before I was chasing a big one. So there's at least 2 of them here now. They just stop by for a little snack, and some of them die. Not sure if I got this one. Some of them die before the snack. Some of them die after the snack. Some of them die during the snack. Like that. As long as they all die. Well, I mean, I want them to die before the snack, not after. But yeah, if they die after, it's better than never. Well, it wouldn't be never. I don't know what is the lifespan of a mosquito. I can Google it, but I'm kind of busy right now. Okay, now I am ready to reassemble this whole thing. First thing is this. Oh, we gotta clean there's nothing much here to clean. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, look at that. It says Ibanez on it. Oh, come on, autofocus. Ibanez Edge. Okay, that's what it says. And we're going to put it back together. Yeah, I just want to make sure. Yeah, this is the way it was. I can tell. How can I tell? You can see the springs went in this direction, right? So they're going to be in this direction, which means the bridge plate is going to be in this direction. Okay. It's slanted also in this direction here, right? That's another clue. That's how it should be, so the strings don't just fall out. Okay, so the bridge plate is going to go here. And let's put the middle screw first, just to hold it in place. And, just to loosely hold it in place. And now we have 2 more screws to go. 1, 2. Make sure it's not cross-threading, right? Okay, so now we need to tighten them sufficiently, but not too much. I guess I could have put a thread locker, but I didn't. And neither did they. Now, who is they? You know what? I forgot to install this part. This doesn't go here, right? This goes there. Okay, so let's remove these screws. All right, that was a little bit of a waste of time. And you know, why not? I'll use some thread locker. Now, here it is. I'm not really worried that, I mean, even if I didn't use it, I think it would be just fine. But all right, let's use some thread locker. Sorry. So first, I need to mix it. So you see how I keep it flat? So that it's, yeah, it allows me to mix it, because some components do separate when it's just sitting for a while. And now, yeah, let's put this here, and let's put these 3 screws upright, like this, okay? And I am simply going to put a little bit of thread locker on each one of them. Just a little bit. Oops. Now I use this board so that, you know, the screws don't rub against a rug, because the rug would absorb this thread locker fluid, right? Obviously. So this goes here, and then the bridge plate goes on top. Simple as that. And this time I will start with the base side screw that's on the base side. How about that? It doesn't really matter which one you put first. Okay. So it's kind of loose. It's just holding it in place. Let's take the treble side screw. Okay, and now we have the middle screw. Okay, that's that. Now, just one quick inspection. I will put that, what should I call it, a fine-tuning screw for the low E string there. Okay. And now, put it back in the vise and reassemble the whole thing. Let me just do a slightly better setup here visually. See, normally when I work, I don't need to worry about the visual aspect of my workbench, but I'm live streaming, so it's got to look good. It just took a little extra effort to do this. Okay, so from the back, we place this here. And that's it. Okay. And where's my Allen key? This I clean a little bit. And it goes here. You know, I also have a set of Allen key screwdrivers. I'm building a rack for them. Where did I put them? Yeah, because I'm reorganizing. Well, oh, here they are. Okay, so I took them out of the you know, they come in these holders. Okay, is that the right size? Yeah, a 2mm. Okay, so I can use this as well. It looks like this, right? But like I said, I'm building a rack for them, so right now they're just in the box. Okay, just like this. And this screw, clean it a little bit. Now I'm not gonna worry about which one of the two holes it should be mounted in. I'm just gonna do the front one for now, and I'm gonna do the back for the G string, because that's where it's gonna end up being, I'm sure, for the G. So yeah, so when I mount these, I want to make sure that it's holding the thing inside, right? And look, there's a little bit of dust here. Okay. Okay, it's clean enough. So it's important that it's not cross-threading. Okay, you don't want to damage anything. That's that. Yeah, on this one I'm gonna use the front still. The washer separated from the screw. Here it is. All right. Okay, so we are more or less done with this. Just make sure they're all tight so we don't lose any other small parts. we'll revisit this whole pattern thing when we put the strings on. Now I'm just gonna clean up the workbench. Yeah, this can stay in the vise just like that. We don't need this for now. Cleaning product. Now we're going to put the guitar back on the bench. And we are going to clean the guitar first before we do any work on it. And that's going to be, I'm sure, a 20-minute project, at least. Here's that. Also need to clean the truss rod cover. It's mostly dust. Yeah, it's just dust. Okay, we don't need this. We don't need the tray, vegetable tray. Let's put the guitar back on the bench. Yeah, and there's something funky about the pickups. So I need to remove the control plate. Let's see. All right, we'll start by removing all the tuners. So need to remove 6 screws. Start gently. And I'm just going to line them up here. No one else comes here, so I'm going to put them in order right here. You don't really need to keep these screws in order, but yeah. If I can, I will, if I finish this part of the job today. Okay, so that's that. And now I need to remove the toning machines. It's a 10mm socket wrench, which I have right here. Is it 10mm? Yeah, I think. Yeah. You know, I don't look at the number. I just kind of know which tool I need to use. It's a 10mm socket wrench. Okay, so just remove the bushings. Yeah, why don't I do it this way? And, you know, they're all the same. But I still keep them in order. Just in case. In case I don't know what. Okay, we'll clean them. Here, we want to just do a little wipe. Spray and wipe again. maybe let it soak a little bit. And on the other side, we can access the, which size is this? No, I got a 3 millimeters, I think. 2.5, let's see. Yep, 2.5. So I'm going to remove the locking nut. There's a little fracture here. Here's the locking nut. It's got a shim. Yeah, we'll see about that once we do a setup. Once again, I have this toothbrush. Okay, and these two screws are going to fall out. So just gotta keep an eye on them. And obviously there's also washers. Let's wipe this. I'm not sure if the washers are going to fall out or not. Let's see. This one came out. And this one also. Look at that. All right. I'm just going to remove the neck. So, a little quarter turn on each one of the screws first. Okay. And now I can take my power tool and just remove the screws quickly. Just like that. There are two lengths. The short ones are here, the long ones are there. All right. All of this needs to be cleaned. Let me put this away first. We have a lot of, patina. Yeah, let's call it patina and corrosion. So that's a, genuine relic. Some people like that. Yeah, I think it has its charms. And now we're just going to remove the neck, which should be uneventful. There you go. Oh, look what I found. A pick right here. So the pick is clearly a shim that someone put there. Some tech at some point shimmed this neck. Okay, to change the neck angle. Why don't I put the body here and close the case, lock it. Yeah, that's not the original case. Let's clean the neck first. Okay. So I see some fractures. I'm not sure if I can... Oh, now I remember. I think the customer told me that his father tried to glue it together, but without clamping. I want to first show you what the fracture looks like, just like that. So So because there's some glue already there, and because the glue is, already ancient, no longer fluid and liquid, we can't clamp this anymore. Yeah, that's just the way it is. Look, there was some separation here, I think, but they filled it with glue. And we can investigate a little closer since we have the opportunity to do this. And yeah, we have the equipment. And I want to have a closer look at this. Here, you can see the glue, right? So once someone attempts to glue it together and they don't even clamp it, so there's no squeeze out, now it's impossible to clamp it together without doing some kind of major surgery. And here we have a little fragment also that's maybe working against the effort. Let me see if I can remove it. Yeah. Now I'll never be able to remove that. So you'll have this kind of squeeze out here, but it was never clamped together. So now it opened up a little bit here, and the further it is from the pivoting point, which is here, the wider the gap, obviously. And I don't think it's possible to clamp this together. It definitely is not possible to push it with the thumb. And I believe what I see here is just hardened glue, right? That's what this is. So it's like cement now. And what I think is happening is I think there's a hardened glue inside a gap that's opened a crack like this, and now you can no longer push it together. Well, I'll revisit this, but for now, we just want to give this neck and this fretboard a good cleaning. Okay. Where are my paper towels? Right here. I just bought these. Yeah. They were delivered yesterday. I can show you from here. Well, we need to just soak it a little bit. So I have my Music Nomad guitar detailer. I'm using the paper towels because I really don't want the fretboard cheese to be, stuck inside of this, because I want to use it a little longer than just on one guitar. And I'm just going to spray it first. I'm going to spray it away from the bench. We need to let it soak for a minute. Here it is. Yeah, we could also use naphtha. I think that might have been a better choice. I don't know. Well, now it's this. And I'm gonna pull the trash right here. and I'm going to clean it in this direction. Off the bench, so if anything falls off, it falls off the bench. I'm not sure if I see a fracture here. So 1 hour and 11 minutes so far, and 6 seconds. I can see this right here on this screen. 14 seconds, 15 seconds. So the cheese is coming off. Biofilm. I need to soak it a little more here. Okay, while it's soaking, what could I do while it's soaking? I could be cleaning the toners. While it's soaking. Or I could tell you a bedtime story. Or I could take a break. Today I didn't get much work done. Well, I did, but not on guitars. I had to take care of the business part of the business. Paperwork. Man, I don't know how the accountants do it. Like there's a mosquito. Do you see it? It's a high-res camera. Maybe you saw the mosquito. I don't think it's streaming in high-res. I think it down-reses the image so that it can, you know, stream live. Not sure. I just bought this t-shirt yesterday for these videos. Yeah. No, that's a scratch. It's not gonna come off. Okay, so that's sort of multitasking, right? Now, let's try to remove this cheese. You leaving? Yeah. Okay, okay.
I saw that message. The upstairs doors are locked.
Yeah, cool.
I'm not.
Yeah, I wanted to talk to you about. Did you? So you saw the message about the ukulele thing? Yeah. Okay. Cool. No problem. So let's talk. Listen, let's talk after my vacation. It's fine. And
When are you leaving?
well, I'm leaving this weekend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. This is why I'm trying to get some work done. But no problem. So you know, let's talk or text me back or whatever. Cool. Bye bye. Okay. Oh yeah, I was just talking to someone here. Well, there's still some cheese there on these frets. Start like this. Yeah, so we need to remove all of this, right? And that's the biofilm. It's on all guitars, all of them. Some have more, some have less. But I have another brush, more like of a rough brush, okay? This is it. Okay, it's a Home Depot brush. I just trimmed it so that it's stiffer, right? So if the bristles are shorter, they are stiffer. And now I am simply going to do this. Oh, and I can see that it's removing of the biofilm. Yeah, definitely. You know, so the soaking helped, obviously. But we want to remove all of it before we do any fret work. I just saw another mosquito. Yeah. I change our camera angle. Yeah, this is definitely doing the job. We really want to clean everything before we do any work. We're going to have to tape off this fretboard. So obviously it needs to be clean if we're going to tape it off. One hour, 19 minutes, and 28 seconds into the job. And we're still just cleaning. Let's do another spray and wipe. Okay. All right. This time I don't think I need to soak it for a long time. This is clean. So let's wipe it in this direction. Oh, my app is reminding me to drink. And you know what? Why not? I do need to hydrate, otherwise I get migraines. Wipe my hands. Oh, yeah. My body needed this. And now I gotta log it. Keeps track of how much I drink. And I kind of estimate the amount. But yeah. Here it is. I don't think there's going to be any more cheese coming off. Now I'm kind of working on the patina on the really metal oxides on the frets. I don't use steel wool. This is just my first phase of cleaning this thing. Steel wool would do a good job. And you know, honestly, on a neck that's a bolt-on neck, you can really safely use it. If you want it to be super safe, you would, because it's a maple board, tape it off. Use the steel wool. Remove all the tape because it would have a lot of particles from the steel wool stuck at the edges. And then tape it off again to do the job. Or you could just tape off each fret individually. I can show you this. Right. Just take a tape like this. Right. And then just do one of those. Kind of tape it here and here. Then use the steel wool to remove all the patina, all the oxides, and then move on to the next fret. And use a couple of magnets to pick up all the steel wool. Obviously, you can't do it on the bench like this because, you know, all the steel wool will get trapped in the carpet. But you could do it safely if you had a different surface, a different area, because the steel wool gets, you know, stuck on the pickup pole pieces, and you know, some people don't like that, and I'm one of those people. Okay, what's next? We cleaned the neck. I need to clean this hardware. So the bushings. So this is what I'm cleaning now, these bushings. And these washers. There's 6 of them, 6 of each. And you can really see that they're dirty. We're not gonna leave them like that. I can put a little product here. Yeah. I really don't need to keep them in order. There's no reason. They're gonna fit. And then we need to clean the guitar after we're done with this. Oh, did I clean this one? Yeah, looks good. I still see this mosquito. Man. One hour and 25 minutes into this job. Okay. Like the mosquitoes right here. Let's do this. Did I zap it? Ah, man. I think I missed. They are distracting me. Okay, we can clean this as well. There's just some dust here. I kind of want to keep it like this. I don't want to remove too much of the patina. That's kind of cool. We have these screws. I'm just going to kind of wipe off the screw heads, and I keep them in order. I want to put them in the same order because of the corrosion on the screw heads. So I want to keep them the way they were. All right. So now I gotta put my tools away and work on the body of the guitar. So this is the neck. Okay. That is definitely not the original case. We got some work to do on the body. Yeah, just let me set up the cameras. Takes a minute. So, put the tools away, the tools we don't need. Is this the right screwdriver? Yeah. Okay. This one. Okay. We have the guitar body here. Like I said, I want to keep these in the same order. I got 2 extra springs here from another guitar. They look different, so I won't mix them up. And maybe I put this here. Okay. We got some work to do. So we're going to try to clean the switch. If we can't clean it, we need to change it. And then there's something about the output jack. It could just be a little corrosion, and I might get away with just spraying. Not really sure. But honestly, I think it's just better to, let me see if I have one here. I will do this in the next session. Let's test the pickups. All right, so we're just gonna tap test. got a little amp here. Hi. This is just, we plug it in. It's on 10, it's on 10. Okay, so we hear a little scratchiness. I took some notes. Yeah, I should read the notes. Okay, so something weird about pickups. They don't always produce loud sounds when tapping. Output jack, soldering. So we need to do something about the output jack. How did I determine? I don't know. The customer was here. We did a full assessment. I can't remember every detail, but we need to do something about the output jack. Right now, first, what I want to do is I want to test the pickups, and I can use any type of ferrous metal and tap them. Nothing fancy. It could just be this. Usually I use one of those things. Okay, so this is just a screwdriver bit. Okay, so I just tap like this. So let's put it in this position, right? So this pickup works. Let's hear the volume. Now, you might not be able to hear it very loud because this is how it's mic'd, but you know, I can hear it, obviously. Now let's put it in middle position first to test this one. We hear a little hum. This is a single coil now, and this is very loud. Okay, compared to this, big difference. Now let's. Okay, this one is loud. So there's something going on here. Big difference, yeah? Okay, both coils work. Middle position. So is it coil splitting or something? Here. Well, this is what it says, right? Something weird. What is it? About pickups. They don't always produce loud sounds when tapping. Let's see this again. Very loud. Oh. We shouldn't be. So I think this pickup is picking up this thing. Yeah. So, man, that mosquito is really annoying me. It was just here. And it just disappears into thin air. 1 hour, 34 minutes and 26 seconds. Okay, so I think that initially when I was tapping this one, it was not very loud. This was picking up, you know, the magnetic field from it was picking up the tapping, but now it's loud. So there's only one way to find out what is going on. I think it's probably just a switch. This is going to be one of those import switches, okay? Not a Switchcraft Fender switch. Is the Fender switchcraft? I don't know. Yeah, so the guitar needs a lot of work. And I am leaving on vacation. And I'm not sure how much I'll manage to complete before I leave. You know, I do find all sorts of things in guitars. And, you know, I did see something here. I wasn't mentioning it. But should I zoom in on it a little bit? Yeah. So here we see these. Those are, I think, dead cockroaches or something. Not sure. You see the impression from that the pick left, by the way. Yeah. Well, there's one way to find out what that is. You guessed it. And let's put the guitar here, like that. I need another support right here. I'd like to see what it is. Well, you know, to be honest, I don't usually go through the trouble, but this is a live streaming occasion. Okay. It was something that was alive at some point, and I think I need to raise the microscope a little bit to get better focus. It's gonna be better this way. Okay, ready? This is what I see. And let's zoom in. It was a cocoon, maybe, of some sort. I don't know. But it is there. There's something here. And we see all these needles. So it was not a cockroach. Alien life. Some kind of caterpillar. Look, you can see, I don't know, I think that right here we're looking at the head and the two little jaws. I don't know. I don't know. Should we save it? Look at the little claws here. Look at that. It's got 1, 2, 3 sets of claws. I really don't know what that is. I've seen things before inside of guitars, but this one really looks like it was a cocoon because it's split open. So it went through some kind of metamorphosis. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like maybe I should save it just for my own personal interest and then investigate at some later time. So this is what I'm going to do. I am going to save it. Okay, I have a little container here, and I'm going to scoop it with, yeah, okay. Let's use this camera. There's always something interesting happening at Guitar Quackery. Here. We have this. So this is completely dry, right? And it can easily break. Okay, so we have our specimens here, both of them. And now I'm just going to save this somewhere. How about right there? Put a cover on top later. Or I can put a cover on top right now. I got this. Okay, I'll know what this is. And then we'll investigate at some later time. Right now, we need to remove the pick guard and look at the wires and the solder joints and the switch. Yeah, so I removed the screws. Okay, we're looking at this for the first time. And what do we see? Any other kind of life forms? Not that I see. Okay, nothing alive, nothing dead there. Okay, but I do need to clean it a little bit. And where are the paper towels? Right here. Yeah, I found living creatures inside of guitars. I once found a bed bug on a guitar case, I believe. I can't remember. I made a video about that bed bug. I gave it a name. I forgot the name. And then I made sure that it died. Because all bed bugs should die. But I noticed it before it became a problem. And there was only one. How do I know that? Because I didn't have a bed bug problem at the shop nor at home. So there must have been just one. But yeah, I mean, you never know, right? Those are guitars that come from people's homes. And okay, so first thing I want to know if is if anyone rewired anything here. I don't think so. But now I want to know why this isn't working always. And yeah, we need to plug it in again. I mean, I think we should just change that switch and, you know, while we add it, where to put my tapping thing. Here it is. So it was louder before. So I'm going to investigate this later, at some later time, when I do my wiring repair work. Now I need to decide if I should remove the lead wire to the output jack, or what should I do? Yeah, so what I typically do is I take pictures. Where's my phone? Where's my phone? Oh, here it is. I'll take a picture, or take a few pictures to see how everything is wired. I mean, to document how everything is wired. Because if I break off any of the connections, I want to, you know, be able to reconstruct this, obviously. Take plenty of pictures. Just in case one more. Okay, cool. I think I got enough pictures. Okay. I think I'm gonna wrap it up. It is 10 after 10 p.m. and I really don't want to stay up too late again. Now, if we put a fender switch, we're going to make sure first that it's going to fit inside, which I believe it will, and then it's going to have to be rewired. Yeah, I don't like this. So that's the lead wire from the pickup. I wonder if this switch is serviceable, if I can just remove, there are 2 screws right there. I might be able to just remove the Which one? Mosquito again. Oh, it's right here. Where is it now? Okay, so I don't think that's the right screwdriver tip. No, it's too small. We don't want to strip the screw heads. Let's take this one. Slightly bigger one. And let me check first. No, doesn't fit. And man, that mosquito. Okay. I really don't mind if it's here, as long as it's dead. Ah, and it is. Oh, did you see that? Where is it? Ah, okay. I love this smell, because I know what it is. How about this one? 0. Ah, this fits perfectly. Okay. It fits. I do want to reposition this camera so you can see what I'm doing. Okay. This is good. And I'm going to put... So this guitar is relicked plenty, but, you know, yeah, I don't want to put additional scratches on the guitar. Okay, that's it. Now, I have the screwdriver tip here, and I'm going to remove these 2 screws. Now, I just first test the screws to see if they both are in fact turning, and they are, so now I can remove them. But I don't think I'll be able to remove this because of this. Yeah, I don't know. Put this here. We'll find out very soon. Yeah, I don't think this is coming off. No way, no chance. Okay, nice try. Oh, they are magnetic. I wasn't expecting that. Okay. This was in this direction, I believe. It doesn't matter. It's not even connected to anything. So what I think I'll do is I will remove this switch. I need to remove the tip first. Okay. Then remove these 2 screws. And then spray the deoxit spray. 1 hour, 54 minutes, and 53 seconds. Okay. This is it. Oh yeah, there's no chance. As I wiggle it, okay. You know, think I should try to, just deoxit this whole thing and clean it, and maybe it'll work. Yeah, when you work on vintage guitars, you don't want to change the parts if you can help it. Either vintage or about to be vintage, or, just good practice to keep the original parts. So I am doing something here. So I do suspect a faulty switch. I just wish I could open it. I really don't like switches that are not serviceable. Okay. I will have to revisit this at some later time. So we need to just reassemble. And I'll sleep on it. I think it's the switch. There are some easy tests that we can do, but right now I have, well, why not? Let's do it. Because I'm kind of curious. So these are just jumper cables, and I can simply connect the pickup straight. Okay, so find any ground wire, and now just do this and test the pickup. So now, unless there's some kind of short, something shorting out internally, it could be a bad lead wire. Hold on, what am I looking at? Oh, wrong wire, wrong connection. Okay. So it could be a bad lead wire, bad pickup, something, or maybe something shorting out internally. So I would have to remove this lead wire. Okay, so now I would have to now warm up the soldering iron, blah blah blah. We're gonna do this some other time, okay? Just to make sure that the lead wire is not connected to some kind of situation where something is shorting out, okay? Okay, so that took a few minutes. 2 hours, 2 minutes and 8 seconds so far, okay. All right. Let's do some cleaning, preliminary cleaning of the pick guard. We can do this, camera angle. Even if it's a bad pickup, we might be able to fix it, but I don't think it's a bad pickup. Because you know, sometimes just the lead wire, maybe something was overheated when they soldered it together, and it's like an intermittent thing happening. Okay. It's not cooperating. Why not? It's this wire. Okay. Come on. Okay. That's that. So this is just a preliminary cleaning. I am going to wrap it up. I'm gonna put the neck back. Not gonna do any more work tonight because I've already worked on this guitar for over 2 hours. Okay. And now we just put the screws back, so I have them all in order here. This screw was here. Why is this important? Well, these are the screws that were exposed, so you don't have the same patina on all the screws. So I can skip this one, go over to this one. And you know, when you do wood screws, well, it's hard to explain on these small screws, but I'll explain on the neck mounting screws. Skip this one, which is this, and go to this one. Try to do the corners first. So I'm trying to catch the exact thread inside of the, you know, wooden block. Okay, I don't tighten them all the way just yet. So now I can put these. This is still plugged in here. Turn off the amp. Okay, let's do this. So this is live streaming, but no one's watching. In the future, in the not so distant future, look, there's a mosquito again. That's the small one. Where are you? Man. See, I look down to grab my deadly weapon, and then by the time I look up again, he's gone. Actually, she is gone. It's a female. What was I saying? I was saying about the live streaming. So in the future, I'm going to send a link to the customer, and the customer will be able to watch the work being done on the guitar as it's being done on the guitar, right? As I'm working. And then they can even call me. Or maybe I shouldn't give them that option. You know, I need to focus on the work. I don't know. But yeah, everything takes longer than anticipated. This is a good example. Okay. Let me see. Hi. I'm seeing it there on the screen with a delay, so I guess that's what people would be seeing. See, now I'm putting this here. Let's see how long it takes for this image to show up on the screen. The image that you just saw, but you are watching a recording. Oh, I don't know. Well, whatever. I need to finish this. Okay. I'm not going to put the tuners back on the headstock, but I am going to put the neck back on the guitar. So here's the neck. Everything else will stay on the bench. And tomorrow I am going to continue working on this guitar. Alright, so what was I trying to say about this before? Well, these screws cut the threads into the wood. So what we want to do is place the screw in through the hole here, which is too tight, by the way. Yeah, I don't like that. We need to enlarge this hole. It can't be tight. We need to enlarge it. Yeah, we need to do this first. Now, first I need to kill this mosquito. There you go. Ah, I got her. Her. I can smell it. Yeah. Okay, already I'm in a better mood. So, this is it. You can see the mosquito. Now let me, oh, it's still alive. Okay, I'm pushing the button. as I push the button. Okay. Look at that. Each time I push the button. Okay, now with a plastic thingy, I can reposition the mosquito like this. And let's push the button again. You saw that, right? Death penalty. There you go. Yeah, and just for good measure, yeah. As I was saying, we need to enlarge those holes through the body, okay? The screws need to freely pass through the screw hole through the body and then be screwed into the neck, okay? So how are we going to do that? I have fractional drill bits there of every size. Okay, and first we're going to measure this screw. So we need to be in not metric, not fractional inches, but these decimal inches. Oh no, these are fractional. Okay, so decimal inches. 0.183. So if I make it a little looser, is okay, 0.19, let's say, okay? So let's see which drill bit I should use for this. And this is a set of drill bits. So 0.19, yeah? Let me open this box. Okay. 189, this one, maybe. Oh, we're not in focus. The autofocus doesn't work always. Okay. So 0.189. Okay. That's the one that I'm going to use. And I just saw another mosquito here. And what I'm going to do is drill right through this. Now, let me see if the smaller one is passing through. It's not. What about the one that's smaller than that? 0.182. Barely. Okay. So we're going to use that one first. Okay. Let me take the drill. Now, I know some people are going to say, hey, oh man, he's drilling people's guitars. Believe me, it needs to be done. Okay, this is how you get a nice tight neck pocket. It needs to be done. Okay. Let's put this one here. Okay. Now, we just enlarge the hole a little bit, and now we try to pass the screw. It's still too tight. Okay. But we pass this drill bit first. So these screws should not be biting into this wood at all, okay? And now we take the slightly larger one. And we enlarge the holes slightly further. Okay. And now we try to pass the screw through, and it's passing. So this is what we want. Okay, this is how bolt-on neck joint should be. And on some guitars it is straight out of the factory. On some guitars it isn't. So now I need to put these three in the exact same order, obviously. So there were 3 mosquitoes. And this one, yeah, I got her. Okay. Okay. Good. Now let's reassemble it. We don't need the caliper. I'll clean up later. Just like that. The plate goes here. And this autofocus doesn't work. I don't know why. Oh, now it's in focus. All right, so this is what I see through the other camera. Yeah, so as I was saying, we want to just pass through, and now we go counterclockwise. There was a little click, right? And now we start screwing it in. So now we go, we take the diagonal screw. And once again, I'll try to put my microphone here close. We go counterclockwise. Click, okay? Same thing here. Click. Click, okay? So now we can screw them into the exact same threads without cutting new threads. Okay, I don't tighten them just yet. In fact, I will not tighten them too much because we're not really reassembling the guitar just yet. Or maybe I should, yeah. Yeah, because we're gonna work on the frets next tomorrow. Okay, I'm gonna wrap it up for the night. We made some progress. And tomorrow we are going to do some fret work, a level crown and polish. That'll be my assignment for tomorrow. And maybe also I work on the wiring. And maybe I just finish the damn job tomorrow. Okay?